Permit me to introduce to you the heroine of our time, Professor Mrs. Nnenna Oti, the returning officer in Abia State, who made the success recorded in Abia State possible. She was welcomed in grand style back in her state. If all the returning officers were like her, Nigeria would not be in this current mess. Watch this video.
Professor Nnenna Oti, the current Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology in Owerri, Imo State, received a heroic welcome on Tuesday at the school after she had been hailed for her courage in standing her ground to insist that the people's votes must count during the just concluded gubernatorial and House of Assembly elections. Dr. Oti was the returning officer of the Independent National Electoral Commission for the Abia State governorship election. The accomplished scholar is reported to have refused to be procured to cause chaos in Abia State during the elections.
I have spent the better part of my adult life in pursuit of the high ideals of good governance, which includes, but are not limited to the following: the rule of law, transparency, accountability, inclusiveness, etc. I shall stand squarely, unapologetically on these principles. Right. Therefore, the people's voice and mandate shall stand. The pastor in me and the mother in me also will not permit me to do anything that would adversely affect the future of our children. I shall do right by God and by man.
Dr. Nnenna was welcomed by the staff and students of FUTU. Some were chanting songs, others holding banners with the inscription, "Welcome back, Nnenna Oti, heroine of Nigerian democracy." Let's take a look.
Nothing. I sound strong. Oh, I don't give you man. With intimidation.
Yeah! We need women like this, more women like this. I know what you would say. She should be on the honors list, correct?
Yes,
to be receiving a merit award.
And then, of course, it's good you started with the gender point.
Yes.
There are many people who say, look, women are better leaders, better managers. We saw it during COVID when we sat here and we were praising Jacinta and then another, female presidents across the world. But this is in the context of the election. And the simple morality of it is that when you do well, the people will praise you. We were saying in many states, the elections were met with a graveyard silence of the graveyard. But in Abia State, it was an exception where the people trooped to the streets to celebrate the victory of the Labour candidate, Labour Party candidate, Alex Oti. And then now we have a story saying, when Professor, you said Dr. Nnenna Oti, no, she's Professor Nnenna Oti, Professor of Soil Science and Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. So she went back to her own school and she was welcomed. Not many Vice Chancellors are popular, but she is popular with the students. The only other Vice Chancellor that I remember in recent memory who was celebrated like this was maybe Professor Wande Abimbola, who was reputed for being popular with the students. Each time he came out, the students would start singing Babalawo, Moa Bebe, Aluma. Anyway, in our own case, she was being commended for her integrity, for holding her space, for saying she would not be used to manipulate elections. So congratulations to her. Before now, one gentleman called Steve, in fact, volunteered to give her a Prado Jeep to commend her. So when you do well in the public space, the people we know, every one of us, we're perpetually taking a public examination.